Good morning, students of class 9. You are welcome back to the e-classes now. We are doing English. Today's date is 16th of July 2021. So we are doing my childhood, the remaining portion. Number fourth point, Abdul Kalam was invited again. In our previous class, we have learned that Abdul Kalam was invited. He showed his hesitancy and his teacher said, once you try to change or once you decide to change the system, such problems you have to confront or you have to face. So, and during that time, Abdul Kalam, he watched his teacher eating the food, and he did the same thing as his teacher did. So in this way, his teacher's wife, Siva Subramaniam Iyer's wife, his science teacher's wife, watched them from behind the kitchen door. So next time when Abdul Kalam visited the house, he was invited again by his teacher the following week, and Abdul Kalam visited the house of Siva Subramaniam Iyer, his science teacher. The second time, his wife served him. This time, his wife took him into their kitchen and served his teacher as well as Abdul Kalam with her own hands. So in this way, she was changed. Thus, Kalam's teacher was successful in changing the conservative attitude of his wife. So his wife was changed. Previously, she was very much conservative. Now, after watching Abdul Kalam eating the food previously, she has changed her mind and her attitude was changed. And this time, she served both of them with her own hands. So that was Abdul Kalam invited again. Now we'll have next one. Abdul Kalam wants to go to Ramanathapuram. Now here, this is the district headquarters. There are 3 points. Now here, for higher education, he sought means try to seek or try to find. He sought his father's permission because in Rameswaram there were only primary schools, and he wanted to go for higher studies. So he had to leave Rameswaram and go somewhere else. For higher education, he seek his father's permission to leave Rameswaram and study at the district headquarters in Ramanathapuram. Ramanathapuram, he wanted to go there and study and complete his studies there. For further studies, he asked permission to his father. His father readily agreed. His father said, while giving the permission, his father said, Abdul, I know you have to go away to grow. You cannot stay over here in Rameswaram. For further studies, you have to go outside and you need to grow. You need to learn a lot of things. He gave the example, does the seagull means a seabird, does the seagull not fly across the sun alone and without a nest? So there is no place to rest in the ocean, above the ocean. So the seagull keeps on flying and hunts for its and finds for its food. So does the seagull not fly across the sun alone and without a nest? If a baby bird stays in the nest all the time, it will die of hunger. So naturally it has to leave the nest. Similarly, he gave the good example to Abdul Kalam and said he agreed that yes, you need to go away in order to grow and in order to learn. So, but number C, but his Abdul Kalam's mother was hesitant. Abdul Kalam did not want her son to go away, far away from her. So Abdul Kalam's mother was hesitant and did not want her son to go far away alone. So she was not happy after hearing this. And then Kalam's father advised her, suggested her and explained her. Abdul Kalam's father said to Kalam's mother, His father explained to his mother, your children are not your children. You see, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life longing. Longing means wanting, desiring. Life longing for itself. They need to develop. They need to learn. They need to go away. You cannot keep him all the time with you. So they need to go and grow and learn. So that's why they are not the sons and daughters. They are the children of their own fate and desiring for themselves to grow and learn. He further said to his wife, they came through you. These children came through you, but not from you. Because they have their own ideas, they have their own thoughts. So they came from you, but not, they came through you, but not from you. His father said, you may give them your love. You may give your children your love, but not your thoughts. They have their own thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. They need to grow, they need to learn. You cannot keep your son all the time with you, because they have their own thoughts, desires and wishes, and they have their longings. They have to build their career. They need to live and stand on their own feet. So in this way, Abdul Kalam's father, he was a very simple man. He did not have formal education, but still he was wise enough to advise his wife and his son. So in this way, Abdul Kalam got the permission to go outside and study for further studies, and in this way he grew up, he learned, and finally he became a scientist and our statesman, a great president of our country. So in this way, that is the end of the chapter. This is a remaining portion we have finished. Now in our next class we'll meet. Learn, read at home, don't waste your time. Now get ready for your history classes. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching the video.